Hey, good morning. Are you thinking to remodel your kitchen and not know how much you should budget for? Are you worried that constructing giving you praise and ended up costing you much more and getting many prices and not sure which one is the right price? If so, you are in the right place. In this video, I'm going to explain to you step by step how much kitchen remodeling should cost and what is going to bring the price up or down. By the end of this video, you will have the right information to make a well-informed decision. So let's talk about this kitchen. This right here is the kitchen we're going to be building in a couple of weeks, and this is our render. This is what the final project is going to look like. In the next video, I'm going to explain to you the process of render and design. But this is the kitchen we're going to be building. This kitchen right here, the previous kitchen, or the kitchen it is, existing kitchen is over, the house over 85 years old, almost 100 years old. This is what it's going to look like from the other angle. This is what it's going to look like from this angle. So this is a rustic farmer kitchen, and I'm going to break it down step by step why this costs what it costs. Alright, let's break it down. Where is it? Right here. Demolition and we're going to do it. Alright, so let's understand. I break it down here, make it easy for you to understand. In this kitchen, this is, as I explained in other videos, when the house are old, between 85 120, somewhere in there, the walls are so much thicker. And in this old kitchen, the tile work kind of all over all the four walls, and the tile is about 1.5 inches thick. So the demolition this cost is much more work, it's much more intense, so it's much more costly because it takes more time, it takes more space, and it takes more weight. So remember, when you dump in the demolition material, they charge us for the amount and they also charge us for the weight. So this kitchen is going to be, demolition is going to be $5,240. Also, plumbing in this house, because it's all plumbing, and remember we're doing the kitchen, so it's going to be sink, it's going to be ice maker, or the fridge line for basically ice maker, we call ice maker bags, and also the dishwasher. So 3 things. So there's not that much plumbing in this bathroom needs to be done, but because all that plumbing is galvanized or cast iron, we gotta upgrade as much we can from the kitchen to make sure it's safe. So you don't have to touch about it, you don't have to worry about it, as much as we can from the kitchen. Now we can go intense, we can do an entire upgrade of the entire house, but this is a kitchen remodel and we'll make it safe for plumbing work. When it's done and finished, you don't have to touch the floors, the walls, or nothing like that. It's done in its own right. Next one is electric work. Same thing. This is house over, again, we're talking about almost 100 years old house, so electric does not make code requires anymore. First, just to explain to you here, countertop, you need 2 dedicated lines, 20 ampere breaker circuits. So you gotta renew electric 2 dedicated lines just for the countertops to the main line. Also, we need dishwasher, single line for the dishwasher. You need a single line for a fridge, and you need a single line for microwave. You need 2 countertops, that's 5 lines. You need a dedicated line for all the lighting in your kitchen, and also, if in this case, this kitchen is going to have a dual system, which is gas and electric. So you need to run a new dedicated line, also 240 volts, 240 volts breaker circuit. So for the kitchen we need 40 ampere to 20. So we're going to be running probably number 3 to make sure this kitchen is going to be working. So all of those things adds up the cost. Now, not so much of the dual system because we already got to do a lot of electric work and we got to bring it to the panel. Now, if your panel need to upgrade to receive all this new circuit, it's going to go expensive as well. In this home, actually, the main breaker has already been changed. It's a brand new big box, so we have space to put all our new circuits as needed to meet code. Now, all those things can raise the price up or down. If your house over next to 100 years, this is what's going to typically you're going to see for electric cost. If you don't have to upgrade the main panel. Next one, drywall and compound. You know, we need drywall, we need insulation, we need to make sure, in this case, there is one exterior wall and we gotta re-insulate that wall to make sure there's gonna be no cold coming through, and also we gotta re-insulate ceiling because there's no roof on top, so we gotta insulate ceiling. Plus we gotta do all the drywall, the four sides, the ceiling, and compound, all of those things. So this is the cost for drywall and compound. I think this is the easy part to understand. Now, subfloor. In this case, we're gonna replace the subfloor because the reason for that is the subfloor seems very weak. So we're gonna make sure there's a brand new subfloor and we don't have to worry about the tile breaking, the grout breaking because the wall is moving. So in this, just for this bathroom, this has to be every time. But in this kitchen, I'm sorry, we're gonna be replacing the subfloor. And here's the replacing subfloor cost. Then is the hardwood floor installation. In this kitchen, we're gonna be doing hardwood floors the entire space. You're gonna be using nice big wide boards, 3/4 thick, to put the entire surface on the floor. Next one, and this includes labor and material. By the way, I make this little different for you to have a little better understanding. I make it also shorter. Now, next one is cabinet and cabinet installation. For this kitchen, the entire kitchen, all the cabinets, including the countertop with installation, is going to be $31,890. Now, tile and backsplash. We're doing backsplash the entire two sides, and then we're going to be doing about 48 backsplash on two sides. So the total for that is going to be $2,880. Now, depending if you decide to pick stone for your backsplash, it's going to increase the price. This is for porcelain tile, rustic porcelain tile we'll be installing. So the price for porcelain tile is between $10 and $5, the lowest. $7 and $10 I think is a safe way for a porcelain tile, quality tile. Now there is something between 10 and 14. I think that's the max price you can get for porcelain tile. Now if you go custom handmade, then you're going up to, passing those range of the prices. Now if you want to go stone, the stone per foot is more about $25. It can go up to $100 per square foot for a backsplash if you decide to go natural stone. Next one, trim work and windows. In this case, we're going to be replacing the main window into the kitchen. It's going to be two casement window opens out, also the trim work around. So we're going to be replacing that window, and we're going to be all doing the trim work inside. And here's the cost for that, including the window, $7,187. Last thing is painting. When it's done and finished, we're going to make sure all the job is done nice and smooth, so the homeowner can love the final product. Obviously, the color on this bathroom is going to be chosen by the homeowner. Again, when you're doing the bathroom, most likely going to be retouching the outside part of that trim on those entrances, because when you bang in and you're doing the demolition, you're going to have to retouch some of the sections on the other part of the kitchen. Next one, in this kitchen especially, we're going to be doing a custom paper. She loved the paper of this. We have to find the same paper we can keep on three sides and little section on the other side, because he loved the design. So all depend. This is a custom thing for this, which is going to cost $2,016. I'm sorry. Then the last thing is punch list and appliance installation. So we're going to install all the appliances and the final things, make sure everything is nice and smooth, and the product is finally finished. Okay, I hope I was able to explain to you guys what kitchen remodeling can cost. Now in this case, we don't have an appliance add to it. This family has already a relationship with the appliance supplier, which they want to go straight to them and they want to buy from them. So they are paying for the appliances. We didn't build this into the budget, again, because they want to be able to control that part, and they have a supplier they want to work with. So we are okay with that, no problem. But the appliance for this kitchen, as you see in the picture, is about the fridge. Not gonna replace, because it looks the fridge is a brand new fridge. They just bought it about 3 months ago, so they're not gonna replace that. But everything is gonna replace. The microwave, the dishwasher, and the range is gonna be brand new. The hood they're not replacing, because The hood has different story, which I will tell you next time. Those three things, this family is spending about $8,000 and $8,500 in total, three appliances. So it's not the top of the line, it's not the cheapest, it's kind of medium range, more into the high end, durable, and also is getting 5 years warranty with these appliances. So add up another 8,500 to this. So now this kitchen is gonna be 74, 84, 82, somewhere in the $83,000, $84,000 range kitchen. So the kitchen I just shared with you, this kitchen right here, is gonna be somewhere when it's done and finished into the $85,000, $84,000 range. Just the way it looks. Okay, I hope I was helpful. And what's gonna raise your price up and down is the cabinet selections, is the appliances, it's how old is your home, how much work needs to be done, and also factors like needs to replace the floor will change the price.